Hey guys, this is a type of video that I don't like making. It's the kind of video that I've only made maybe a couple times in my entire YouTube career, and I just really need to have like a real talk with you guys for a second so I can explain myself and explain, kind of what's going on with me. And I know that this isn't going to be an entertaining video for most people, but for anybody who sticks around and listens to me, thank you. I, you guys mean so much to me, and that's why this video is important for me to make, because I feel like I want to explain myself to you guys so you guys can understand kind of where I'm coming from. Um, I'm very upset about a lot of things going on right now. And that I feel like that upsettedness turns into like an anger, and that anger turns into like more upsettedness because I realize I shouldn't be angry, and it's like, I get angry at myself uh, over all this stuff, and it makes me so upset overall. I don't have very many other emotions about this other than I just am upset, I am angry, and it's just a spiral of tornadoing effects all around that. I literally have like trouble going to sleep at night because I have this weird feeling like as soon as I'm about to go to bed, I just like have these terrible feelings that just kind of like go to the pit of my stomach and just make me feel like almost like a bad person or something. I don't know. But maybe it just means that I care about this kind of stuff more, and I care about you guys more than a lot of other people that it doesn't matter to them. But they are real feelings, they are real thoughts, and that's why I have to talk to you guys about them. For a while, I've been kind of upset with YouTube. Maybe not YouTube itself entirely. Maybe me and my relation to YouTube, kind of how everything's been going and all that stuff. And it's hard to explain, without going to crazy amounts of detail about all of my feelings. But basically, I've been upset with YouTube for a long time. Um, the main reasons is that I've been a YouTuber for a long time, about 10 years or so, and I've always kind of just done my own thing. I've always just tried to just be myself, just make videos about what I enjoyed, what I wanted to make, and over time, it has worked fairly effectively. And about 4 years ago or so, I realized that thumbnails are pretty important. They used to not be important at all. You used to just be able to get by just by making good content, and it was the content itself that really mattered. That video itself. Do people watch it, and do they enjoy it? That was the main thing for me, and it seemed like almost always a majority of people really liked my videos. And then I noticed, maybe about a year ago, but even more so, maybe 6 months ago or even 3 months ago, that thumbnails weren't just important, but they were almost everything. So, like I was saying, for 10 years, I worked on, building my subscriber base, and, knowing that if I had a video coming out, my subscriber base would get their notifications and they would get to see my video because they decided that they would subscribe. But recently, YouTube changed that so that now subscribers basically don't matter at all. And, maybe it just means I'm a bad YouTuber. And that, again, just comes back to the thought of upsetness and just being mad at myself that I've let this happen. But, uh, I've had all these terrible feelings for a long time, so I finally decided I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna be a good freaking YouTuber. All right. So starting about the beginning of February, only 3 weeks ago, I decided that I was going to try and do everything that I could to be the best YouTuber that I can be. So I was going to really increase the quality of my videos. I was going to try and do, I bought this green screen that's behind me right now. I got these nice lights. I've got this awesome webcam here. I've got all this stuff that I'm like trying to do to be a better YouTuber. On top of that, trying to really plan out my content and like do a good job with it, do all these really cool things with it. And, uh, and also making good thumbnails, because I noticed that that's what YouTube really cares about, is making thumbnails that really make people get people's attention, and some people would call that clickbait. But obviously making thumbnails that just get people's attention, that obviously relate to the video itself. That's my goal. I don't want to clickbait. I haven't done it for the longest time ever, and I still feel like I don't really do clickbait. Um, but I think there's like a couple reasons that people have been sort of being mean to me lately. And, the main reason is it's changed. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. I've been doing similar videos, and I, might do small incremental changes over time, but nothing big like this. Nothing like full-on editing, full-on changing my thumbnails, full-on getting high-quality stuff in here, and that can be, I guess, scary to a couple people. They don't like change, and I, I, I've been trying. All right, now I've been trying to do a good job. That's what I want you guys to understand. I've been really, really, really trying to do a good job on my videos. Not being a jerk or anything like that, but just I've been trying so hard, you know? So, uh, for me, the clickbait aspect is probably the biggest issue, because one thing I've noticed in the comments lately is that, Chris, you're clickbaiting, I'm unsubscribing. So first of all, I don't really care if you unsubscribe. It really doesn't matter to me or to YouTube. But it does upset me that I'm alienating people or making people angry at me for a reason that I don't fully understand. First of all, I swear, I'm trying not to do something that is completely clickbaity, where it's false or like false advertising or something that's jerky. It's just something that's supposed to grab your attention. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to grab your attention. It's supposed to bring you to the videos that are already what you guys should be enjoying, but now of a higher quality, of higher caliber, increase in the quality. And, it should be the video that really matters here, but people just seem to see a thumbnail that might not be exactly a picture of what's on the screen, and they assume automatically freaking clickbait jerk. You're an a-hole. You're turning into other YouTubers, which I am. I think this is hard for people to understand, but YouTube's been making me sort of upset because, like I said, YouTube's making these changes that you have to be a certain way, or YouTube won't show your videos. I've alluded to this in my live stream recently, that's saying it's not just about my videos anymore. It's about how YouTube decides how good you are as a YouTuber, and they decide what your fate is. So if you aren't getting the right click-through rate, if you don't have enough ads in your videos, literally if you don't make them enough money, they're just going to show your stuff less. It's all about money for YouTube, and I understand that. Money makes the world go around. They should want to make money, but at the same time, it hurts me as a creator to know that I have to shove more ads down your guys' throat. I have to, use these somewhat clickbait thumbnails. I have to do the exact thing that YouTube wants, make these 10-minute plus videos. Otherwise, they're not going to show it. They'll just say, no, we're not going to put it on the sidebar. And like I said, this is changing because before, subscribers would at least be able to get that notification. No, do I want to go watch that guy's video? I like his content. But not anymore. You don't get notifications. You don't even get notifications sometimes if you have the bell rung. Even with the extra bell clicks after that on top of it. It's just so annoying that it's just, do exactly what YouTube wants? Otherwise, we're not going to show your video. And that's why... Or we're not going to show your video as much. It's not completely garbage. It's not completely gone, but we're not going to show it as much. They get to decide that. And it makes me really upset. So, if you're wondering, am I becoming like other YouTubers? I'm trying to be successful. And I don't get why a lot of you guys out there, this makes me so sad. A lot of you guys out there don't realize that I'm trying to be successful as a YouTuber. I'm trying, this has been my full-time job for a while. And I'm trying to not just have it be my full-time job, but make it a successful full-time job. And I don't get why a lot of you guys just can't get the fact, wrap it around your head that I want to be successful as well. And sadly, to be successful, sometimes I have to be like other people. I have to be like other YouTubers. And that, like I said, it makes me so upset. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to cry on screen, or hopefully I won't cry on screen, but it's hard for me. It really, really is. It's hard for me to do these kind of things and watch the kind of backlash that I'm getting for just trying to be a successful person. Trying to be a good YouTuber, I guess, is what it is. Which also brings me down to one of my last points here before I stop ranting to you guys. I've gotten a lot of comments recently saying, you're copying blank, you're copying blank, you're copying Tootie, you're copying ISAB, you're copying Sunday, you're copying whoever. Why would you copy them? You're such a terrible person for doing that. This is probably the comment that affects me the most because I've always tried to do my own thing. I've always, always, always tried, but more than probably anybody else, especially in the balloons community, but more than probably almost all other YouTubers in the history of the frickin' world. I've always tried to just do my own thing. I don't pay attention to other YouTubers. I don't care what they're doing. I let them do their own thing, and if they're successful, fan-frickin-tastic. I just try to be me. And I noticed that by doing that, I saw that what other people were doing was copying me. Not all the time, but if they saw something that I was doing that was successful, they took note, they did the same thing or something very similar. And this is kind of how YouTube is, and I've learned to grow that. I've grown to learn that, I guess, that is how YouTube is. That people are going to look, they're going to see what's successful for other people, they're going to try and copy it. So for a long time, I was the one being copied. Now, recently I've seen some videos saying that, or some comments saying that, you know, you're copying Tootie. You're doing exactly the same thing as Tootie is. And I think this upsets me the most because a lot of the things that people are saying that I'm copying from somebody else, I did first. I freaking did it first. He copied me. And now I'm getting blamed for copying somebody else. Now, I'm not blaming Tootie. I'm not blaming ISAB. I'm not blaming anybody else. That's just kind of how it is. And they didn't probably copy me on purpose or anything like that, or purposely try to hurt me or anything like that. They just want to be successful. And then for me to try and do something even remotely similar on the way back, I get backlash for it. I get attacked for it. I'm all of a sudden the bad guy here. It's just so upsetting that I have to deal with some things like that. You know, this is like real raw emotion for me because I'm trying to be honest with you guys. I'm trying to be serious with you guys that this is it's so upsetting. And I've said that word so much because it really is. Like I said, it just puts a pit in my stomach sometimes. You know, you have those butterflies in your stomach in the most terrible way possible after you do something terrible or you do something that you right before you have to go up in front of the class and give a speech. I feel that almost all the time for the past few weeks, for the past few months. And it's getting upsetting. It's getting worse, actually. And I thought that by changing this stuff up the beginning of February and making this stuff happen was actually going to make it feel better. I was going to feel better as a person because people were going to like my content even more. They were going to like me even more. I was hopefully going to be also successful. You know, I've been trying to be successful. And all I've been getting is backlash. All of my videos have had, you know, maybe more views, but way less likes, or way more dislikes, or the terrible comments. Not just the comments themselves. I get it if one person has a feeling that they have, you know, that you're copying somebody or you're doing this wrong, or you know, I want to give you constructive criticism and tell you how bad you are in certain ways. I get that, but then when I see on top of that those are all the top comments are negative thing, negative thing, negative thing, negative thing, it just makes me feel like a terrible person. Like I'm doing something that's absolutely horrible for no reason. And it's, again, because I care. It's because I care about you guys. I care about my YouTube channel. I care about being successful. I do. I care about all these things. And it just makes me feel so sad that I can't seem to catch a break, I guess. And all this is just compounded by things that obviously happen in my real life too. You know, I don't have a perfect life. I don't have everything that I could possibly want. I live a real person life. You know, I think a lot of people have this disconnect that I'm just somehow a YouTuber who's magically different than everybody else. I'm just all the way off in the distance, far away, and they don't mind trolling me or leaving these mean comments or leaving these negative things, but I read them, I see them, I feel them. So, to leave you guys off here, I'm so sorry that I have to make this video, but I also feel like I have to give my thoughts out to you guys and let you know that I'm trying to be a better YouTuber. And if you guys at all want to help me out, just by being like 10% kinder, it would really make a big difference to me. You know, one of the things that matters to me the most is liking the video. I know it sounds so stupid, but when I see like a high like to dislike ratio, in my mind, it makes me feel like a good person. I made a good video. I did something good to the world, you know? So I'm not telling you that if I make a terrible video that you need to like it, but if you at all feel like you enjoyed the video, please do that for me. And all of this is, again, compounded by the fact that I'm like so close to 500,000 subscribers, and I feel like, I've been rooting for this for years now. I've been waiting for this for so long, and I've been like so excited for it, and I'm not excited for it now. I just don't care. It just makes me upset. It's just like, oh, 500,000. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I'm just a stupid YouTuber that has numbers that don't matter. So, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna head off. Thank you if you did watch this entire thing, and I'm so sorry that I have to make this kind of video for you guys. Please enjoy as much of the. I'm not going to change my videos, at least for now. I'm going to try to be high quality. I'm trying to do different things. I'm going to give it a couple more, months at the very least to see if I can change your guys' attitude about things. But any support you guys want to give me would be wonderful. A like, a comment, just a nice thought going my way is all that I ask. So, again, thanks, guys, and I hope you have a super duper delicious day. All right.